Hello.
Hello.
Hi, LockHeat. Hello, everybody in the comments. What's up, LockHeat? How was your week?
Same as usual. Quite busy.
How you liking
Uh,
this new schedule and everything?
it's growing on me. It's growing on me.
Yeah.
It's more like just like last week. I had a training today.
Oh,
It's about
shoot.
this time it was very let's call it. It was about a lifestyle, like what are the healthy things you eat? Don't eat sugar, that
Oh,
sort of stuff.
okay. Oh, okay.
So
Oh.
I think I'm starting.
Nom, 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 nom.
So how was your week?
You know what? It was pretty. It was like a long week for me this time. Usually they're kind of like short. This time I had like just a long week. Nothing special happened. Same old. But it just felt like it dragged. Hello, hi Trucker.
Hello, everybody.
Guys, we have Trucker with us today for a short bit. He is hanging out with us while he gets what is it? Unloaded, loaded.
Yeah, I'm getting unloaded.
Yeah, he's getting unloaded, so he's just be with us for a little bit till it's time for him to move on. Oh, and the Lockpicker 1969. Hello. I don't know if he heard us.
Hello.
Uh-oh. I don't know if your audio's working, TLP.
Is it working now?
There
There
it
you
is. That was very serious. Didn't that sound serious, guys?
Help that we bring the microphone over, but every time I touch the top of the thing, it turns off. It's a.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I said, hello, co-host lady.
A great interview, by the way.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was a great one. So I just want to say hello to everybody that's on the chat real quick. And we also have Yabende's drawing is going on right now as we speak. So I don't know if Squiggle went over there to check out who won or what, because I said that's very exciting. Love to know who wins.
Shit.
What? Oh, did LockHeat disappear? Yes, he did.
He did.
Okay, well, I'm going to say hello to everybody in the meantime. Brett Sucks, Chris Capune, Squiggledork, G Keyman, and who else showed up? Harry Bow. I saw Harry Bow in the comments. If I can get my thing to scroll down. Okay.
Never mind.
Steve. Hi, Steve. Squiggledork, Paracentric, Terry, Sherelle, and Knox. All right, we got all kinds of people joining us today. All right. And Greg's here. Rhino. Hi, Rhino. Yeah, we got a bunch of people. So, hi, everybody. So, real quick, we have to do a shout out later for Do. I can't believe Do had 8 subscribers? I mean, how long's Do been on Picking Time? He's hung out with us so many times. He's won a giveaway. I don't know what happened to his YouTube channel.
I don't know what's wrong with you people, but I'm a subscriber.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I thought I was. I've had about three channels now that I know for a fact I was subscribed to because we have shouted them out even. And every time we do a shout out, if I'm not subscribed, I subscribe because I have them on my, in the description here. So I'll go in after we're done and I'll make sure I'm subscribed to everybody that we actually shout out if I'm not. But I've been subscribed to Do since he was on Picking Time for the first time, and that was a long time ago. So this was the third person I found that I completely was unsubscribed to. So double check, guys, if you ever haven't heard from somebody in a while, or you think, oh, I haven't seen so and so's videos in a while, wonder what's good. Double check to make sure you're even still subscribed, because
make sure the wonderful YouTube hasn't done something screwy with your subscriptions.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Definitely, because I was kind of mad. What's that, Trucker?
I was subscribed to Do. I know for a fact I was. And then whenever you guys was like, oh my God, look at this. I went back and I looked and I was not subscribed. So I resubscribed to him.
Yeah.
And that's not the only time.
Yeah, that's very weird to me. So just make sure you know, everybody goes and checks out Do, and hopefully we'll shout him out later. I'll remember to shout him out again in the comments later, so you know, or when we do our shout outs later, because that's terrible. I mean, he's been hanging out with us forever, and we should all be on there, so that should be at least 30 some people. You know, there's usually at least 30 people hanging out.
Right.
So I'm wondering if he changed his channel or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have
You
no
know, like
idea.
got
But
a new channel or something. I just don't know. So
the
it's
same
very
thing
weird, but-
happened. Roy Salmons, that happened. I got on his. I forget what video it was, but then I noticed I'm not subscribed. And I was like, I was pretty sure I was subscribed.
Yeah.
And then somebody else, but yeah. So I've been trying to keep a tabs on my subscriptions.
Yeah, I also found a lot of times when I've just automatically hit the subscribe button, if I don't hit the notification on, like for everything, it doesn't even notify me of anything. So I have to go in and double check that all the time because it just doesn't notify me unless I actually go in and like click it when I subscribe. Like I figured that would do that automatically, but it doesn't, you know. But his full name's in the comments. You know what? Yeah, we'll put his we'll get a link to his channel. Brett Sucks. We'll put a link to Deuce channel, and it's on the Picking Time Discord. I don't know if I think you're on there. I think you're on the Picking Time Discord. If you go check in the shout out section, he's in there as well. So you can actually find it right there too. But we'll make sure to get it up in the description after the show, so you can check after the show, and we'll make sure it's in there. And hi, Lockchuck. What's up?
Hello.
I said I think I've shouted him out before. Let me check.
Yeah, it's very weird. I'm like, how could we not have poor Jew? Like, Knox says that shadow ban. I'm telling you guys. Okay, so Forgettable Brush 37971 Yabende's giveaway. So congratulations to Forgettable Brush. Congratulations. That was a pretty awesome giveaway. So Isaac, hi Isaac. Oh wow, Knox says he didn't even get notified just now about picking time. He didn't even get a notification for hair.
That's because we're all degenerates and YouTube is against us. That's my conspiracy. That's my conspiracy theory. I'm sticking with it.
YouTube doesn't like me.
Greg, Trucker Greg says hello, and he says, who do you drive for? He's a driver himself, currently taking some personal time off, but he's a driver too. So
Yeah, I drive for myself, but that's awesome. Stay safe out there when you get back out on the road, man. Freaking, but we drive for ourselves. We haul potatoes for Frito-Lay, so
nice.
Fun.
We all like our chips, so thank you, Trucker.
Yeah.
All my stores are stocked. I see them all over the shelves in all the stores around here, so you must be doing a good job, huh?
Well,
we'll know. Now we'll know. If we don't see the chips, it's Trucker's fault.
It is. Because well, I was just going to say, they usually give me free samples, but they don't make them out of the parking lot for some reason. I just... the fat kid in me comes out.
He said, stay safe. Greg said, stay safe, Trucker.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't see the chat, so...
Yeah, it's hard when you're trying to
see it.
Do it on there.
Well, I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
so
I was going to say, that stinks. Yeah,
I could bring the chat up, but I'd have to exit out of the window, and
okay.
I see. So yeah, I've been going through some challenge locks. These have been a lot of fun. It's been a while, so I'm enjoying some of these nice challenge locks. And I picked Truckers, or not Truckers, I mean, what's his name? Their Statistics challenge lock.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty fun one. There's a bunch of fun ones here.
Yeah, there is.
We had a good time. I'm still working on lock chucks. That one's a all-out brutal challenge lock. I feel really sorry for Picksmith. Well, not really, because Picksmith's pretty much a legend, and he'll be
Oh,
able
that's
to
easy.
pick it. Yeah, he'll probably be able to pick
You'll
it.
get that one. That one's easy.
Yeah.
I was looking
Trevor.
at that. I was looking at those pictures again today that you sent me of the internals of that, and I'm just like, I mean, I think I'd rather be teabagged by Satan himself. I mean, like,
Lockchuck says, I didn't want to make it too hard, so I would hate to see a hard one in his eyes.
yeah,
I don't
if it-
think I would just even try that. I think I'd pass it right along to the next sucker. Like, here
Right.
you go. I'm very close though. Lockchuck, like I said, I keep getting it. Everything's completely set. I can pretty much tell. I get most of them guys all float picked right away, easy, not too bad. And then I can't get the fifth pin to go up at all. It won't bind. And then like at first, and when I can reach it and get to it easier, I can't get it to bind. And then I don't know if I got it to bind or what, but I just can't push it up. It won't. It's like super sprung. It's insane. So I'm stuck on the last pin, or the 6 pin. I don't know if it's a 5 or 6 pinner, but the last pin there. Is that paracentric?
It is. What's happening, everybody?
What's
going on?
happening?
He wants us to guess
Oh.
at what he's picking. He's in total
You're
darkness.
all black. Did you have something covered up there? We can't
What?
see your screen.
It's a big reveal.
the black screen of death.
Hey.
All right. That's
Paracentric.
better.
There we go.
There you are. There you
Paracentric
are.
being the international man of mystery.
Nom,
Well, instead of that,
nom, nom, nom,
now
nom.
you guys got to guess what I'm eating.
Okay, knock it off, LockHeat. You made me drop my pick with that one.
Oh man,
I
don't even
know what he's eating. It's
What?
food.
You win. I'll send you a lock.
Good eye, trucker. Good eye.
Yeah, I get in trouble all the time whenever the girlfriend will ask me. She's like, "Is there anything that you want to eat for dinner?" But food would be good. Like
Anything.
anything will be good as long as it's food.
Trucker, you and I would get along just fine.
Exactly. Soup du jour is Indian food today.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Sorry, getting kind of old. I got to eat kind of healthy some of the time.
Chris Capoon is totally into that frozen Locksport thing. He's eating ice cream. He said he's eating ice cream. Keeping with the frozen Locksport from from Fumbler's giveaway. And congratulations to Lock Fumbler too for the 500. I know he's not. I don't think he's on here with us, but just a congrats out to him because that's amazing. And I gotta pick which lock to freeze to do his challenge.
Speaking of that lock challenge, did you get to see Picking Principles video?
Oh yeah,
He froze the bag or the lock in a bag in a bowl of ice and then shattered it with a hammer. I'm like, that's awesome.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Nice.
How am I going to outdo that?
Run yours over with your truck and then
Yeah.
to crush the ice and then pull the lock out of there and pick it.
That would be cool. I would pay to see that.
Yeah, I gotta figure out which one I want to freeze. I bet you that's hard though, picking in hand with a dang frozen lock.
Yeah.
He said something about I saw his comment on something saying, "I've been seeing a lot of people picking faster because the locks are so cold." That'll be the new training method. Just freeze them, and that'll make you learn how to pick faster.
Well, the lock giving it up might be trying to tell you, don't freeze me again.
Chris said locks like to be frozen. G Keyman said freeze the lock in nitrogen and just hit it with a hammer.
Yes.
And Steve said the same exact thing, literally seconds later.
Well, that would be the ultimate bypass.
You can tell what these guys are thinking of. They're like, what's the most destructive thing you can do to it? And I see Zoe the cat on tuned in also, so hi Zoe. Yeah, Steve says great minds think alike. American H10. I don't know, which one is that? Have I ever seen one of those? I'm thinking an H10. You guys know what that one is?
That's an old timey one.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wonder if they were still jerks back then. So, what's everybody picking aside from Paracentric, who's not picking, but he will be in a little bit.
Sorry.
No, hey, we love that you join us. We don't care if you're eating. Take a vote. Nobody cares if you're eating. We're just happy you are hanging out.
I'm at the usual suspects, and I'm trying the American Lock 50-200.
Oh, okay.
And I got the Abus C83 with the new pinning.
Nice. What are you after there, TLP?
So I'm trying to train this lock to not be camera shy, because when I'm not on the camera, I'm able to get into this.
I like that.
I'm working on it, getting used to being under a camera.
Good luck with that. I like that. What were you going to show us, Trucker? You pulled up that, is that that thing in hand that Fumbler made you?
Well, this is what Lock Fumbler, this, I got some locks off of Lock Fumbler, and he made me this 3D printed little holder for Euro cylinders for picking in hand. It's really nice. I never realized, just how much these holders make a difference.
Yeah.
I used to try to just hold these in hand, and it's so much nicer. But I've been thinking of a new challenge, and I think I'm going to call it Switch Picker. And you have to pick with your non-dominant hand. You have to do everything in reverse.
Paracentric got
I'll
that
be right
down.
there.
Yeah, he's actually picked a couple challenge locks now. Left-handed because you're a righty.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Chris was picking a smart door lock. Oh, how'd that go, Chris? Oh, Squiggle's been playing with the Mindy Pagoda lock.
Oh, really?
Not going well.
Oh no. I don't know. What's a pagoda lock? Is that a lock type?
Yeah, hold on. That's a Mindy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I have one of those.
Oh,
I bent the hell out of a tension
cool
wrench.
looking.
So,
Very cool looking.
but yeah, it's kind of got that going on.
Oh my. I don't even know how you would pick that.
Mine is a little smaller.
We just got these onto the LPU Belt Explorer. They didn't have any pictures of them, and I happened to have them, so I gave them to MG Secure.
Nice. Who just came in? Lockchuck. What's up, Lockchuck?
Hey, how are y'all?
We
how
are
you doing?
all right.
What's happening?
Hey, Lock Chuck.
What you got going on
Hey.
today, Lock Chuck?
Something about this ASA 6000 that I'm trying to get here.
So
You
2
having a rough
hours.
time with it? Yeah. We give you 6 hours. I bet you'll have it.
I've probably already got that much in it, and I can't even get the finger pins. Or side pins.
Yeah, that one's you've got to float pick those finger pins is what I hear. I can't stand it. That's why you have it. But yeah, that's evidently you start out with like one gin and one finger pin or two finger pins, but once you get to three, it becomes a nightmare of a balancing act to see, like, you know, how to keep them up there, because once you pick one and two, then the third one really doesn't want to move unless you really let go of your tension a lot, you know, by floating it. But they're tough to float pick, I think, especially with gins in there. I really don't know how you have to be like majorly precise for that. I would imagine. I just and I know Isaac has picked that one. I think he'd be able to give you some guidance on like what best to do. But that's where I started. Was that's what I was guided to do, was the first couple, and you know, then one gin, and then you add the finger pins one at a time. And but it's so difficult.
Yeah, I could put like 2 finger pins in, and 1 and 2 they have a definite binding order, but once I get past that, it's
Yeah, it's like totally confusing. And you might have to do like, you might have to go like, well, 1 click on 1, and then 2 clicks on 3, and then 1 click on 2, and then a click on 3, then 2 clicks on 1. Like that kind of crazy stuff there. That's what gets them to be so difficult. But
and I can't find a good pick for it. I mean, I've tried flags and everything, and I just can't get a feel for them. So
yeah, they usually pick those with a the finger pins themselves with like a modified flag. So you'd have to probably modify the flag when you to make it just so that it lays right in the bottom flat, and you can slide it in, and then, you know, get it under those finger pins and kind of turn it like that, you know, to get them picked. But you have to really file that flag to exact dimensions of what you're looking for, and then they're hard to get a feel for. But you know, you just got to keep working on it, and eventually you'll start to feel little, you know, things. But they're hard to feel, the side pins or finger pins, whatever you call them. They're very hard to feel. You might want to try even try a Primus first, just to kind of because a Primus is probably way easier than that. But if you want one, I'll send you one. I've got a couple keyless ones. You'd have to shim it from the back, but you're welcome to try one if you want to try something other than that with the pins. The pins are different pins, like the side pins, but it gives you kind of like the feel of how to pick a side pin, I would say.
gotcha.
They're fun though. The Primus, that's a fun one. It's more, I think you'd find it more fun than too challenging, because, you know, but I think it would help you to get the kind of, because you'd be able to actually add the finger pins and not have to float pick them and all that crazy stuff, you know. But I know I have faith in you, Lock Chuck. We've seen some crazy stuff from you. You're like the new monster of lock sport. So we just expect you to have that one picked in like 6-7 hours, I guess.
I have definitely come to a halt.
Oh wow. Chris Capune says Bobby Keys has a lot of Mindys and he's picked them.
Yep.
Wow. I am experiencing a complete downpour. Holy cow. I just suddenly heard like this rush of noise. I'm like, what is that? And it is coming down like crazy out there. Wow. We don't usually get these bad of storms. Let's see. Greg wants to know, hey TLP, how is that Mindy lock? I've seen it several times, but I've yet to pick one up. It looks like it might be fun, but is it any good? Is it a good quality?
It's a heavy lock. Hold on.
Yeah, it looks pretty heavy duty. They're on Amazon, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap too.
So you go with two extremes. These are both with the pagoda keyway.
So nice looking.
And they're both with the shackle guard, but you get into
Chris.
they have more than pagoda ones too. So there's this version where the keyway is on the side of the lock.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And that's one heck of a shackle on there.
Wow.
And it's got quite the snap. So here we go.
That's
It
pretty
just
neat looking.
Swings out of there. Then they get into they have sliders.
Ugh.
The nice pop. And what else I got here?
That thing's huge. Wow, that slider one.
And they got this kind of like a bladed key.
Oh, jeez. That's a really neat lock. You've got a heck of a collection.
It's a fun one. I like the Mendy's just like Bobby Keys. He's the one that actually got me to go out and get the rest of them. This is one of those sliders with it's a one little smiley.
Oh yeah, the dimple one. Is that a dimple one? Or no?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I said slider. But yeah. Anyways,
Wow.
there's other knockoffs that look the same as the Mindy ones, but I'm sure there's other sizes, but I needed to stop somewhere.
If one is good, all of them is better.
Isn't
get
that
me
the role? Yeah.
You just buy an 1100, you got about a 1200 and a 1300 too.
They make one of those? No, I don't know where Bobby Keys got a lot of his locks, but he's got an impressive Mindy collection.
Lockchuck. Isaac Hashman says you should try to half set the side pins. Then that allows for a bit more flexibility in setting the others. And he said he prefers a flag for the side pins, but a short hook will work too. So that's some tips for that side pin one. And now you've got Greg wanting to get all the Mindy's. And Chris says, well, yeah, always get a bunch, right?
They're heavy locks. I'm not going to say that they're not beefy locks. They are, and they have a really very sharp snap when you do open them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that reward factor for when you do pick it.
Right, exactly.
It's funny because I got on Amazon and surprise, surprise, was looking at locks, and I saw one of those Mindy locks, and I didn't have any idea about the Mindy locks. Well, I got it because I thought it was a novelty, like, ha ha ha, it has somebody's name on it, because my sister's name is Mindy. So I was like, I'm going to buy a lock with her name on it, take a picture of it, and send it to her. And then whenever I got there, I'm like, what the hell type of lock is this? Like, how do I even go about picking this?
That's funny.
And I think I have the tension wrench here somewhere. I tried picking it without success. I just twisted one of those cheap Z-bar dimple tension tools from Huck.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was using one of those because it fit that little square perfectly, and I'm like giving it tension, and I'm like giving it more, and then the next thing I know, now one leg has a twist in it. I'm like, Oops, that was a little too much tension.
So a couple of padlocks, you can get them from Amazon that I'd recommend because they're tough. A lot tougher than I thought they were going to be, but these clasps.
What are they called, TLP?
They're casps.
Oh,
They're
okay.
padlock.
Yeah.
These have been a pain in the butt. You get one and try and figure out how to tension it, and then maybe you can tell me how the hell to get any tension on it back from the pins.
Oh boy.
Because they don't want to give up anything.
That's funny. You find the craziest types of locks, I tell you. Oh, to be a Bende and know how to pick them all right.
Right.
Yeah, his interview is coming up later this week. I don't know when I'm going to put it out and up, but he's getting recorded this week.
That's going to be a good one. I'd like to see. I'd like to hear from him.
Oh, there's a little ball.
What you got going on there, Paracentric? I see some pinning.
I was about
right
to ask
there.
a question. Maybe I should have asked somebody before I took this apart.
Uh-oh. Famous last words, right? I say that all the time.
Is there anything special I should know about getting a gold P?
I don't know.
I know there.
don't-
I know
Look at
there's
that
two.
one. That one's easy.
I know there's ball bearings in it.
I see that now. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Is it in the are they in the chambers or are they in the side of the lock?
No, this is in the back where the tailpiece is.
Okay. I thought it would
Well,
be in this
Yeah.
chambers with the pins. I know
The gold P that I got when I took it apart, that turned out it wasn't a gold P. I didn't realize that there was even ball bearings until I'm halfway through the gutting, and I looked down and I just happened to see a little ball sitting right by my pinning tray. I'm like, where did that come
Where'd
from?
that come from?
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually want to see what's in here. See if I even got a real one for my money.
And Isaac says got at a 45-degree angle, so I guess they try not to get that to fall out, but it's already out now, huh?
All right. Pull out your straight edge, Paracentric.
Get the compass.
Well, the bearing was in the back. So, are there more in this inside?
I don't know.
I don't know where mine came from.
I know the Gold Z has one on each side on the outside. I think it's one on each side. I know there's at least one. I think there's one on. Yeah, there's one on each side at the very front of the lock inside. When you pull the core towards the very front, it's in the Gold Z. I don't know about this one, but if it is in that one, be prepared for them to pop out. So maybe hold your fingers along the sides when you're pushing that out the front, because that'll be right there towards the front. But
Yay.
so they'll be right one on each little side. It's so annoying too, because I think they're sprung too.
Yay.
So they come flying out.
All right. So who am I going to send this to put it back together?
Isaac. It sounds like Isaac. He seems like the best. We nominate
Isaac Lock Reassembly Service.
Send me your fucked up shit.
He charges by the pin.
This is a 14? Let's see.
Yeah, talking about going crazy on Amazon buying locks. When I went to start doing the disc detainer, I bought a bunch of Chinese ones.
Oh boy, how many's there? About 6.
6.
8. Yeah, 6.
Oh,
Very
it's too
cool.
big.
And the bad part is this one, the key is smaller than my finger.
That might be a good one to start out with, though, because it only has a couple in it, huh?
Which one is that?
3, 4, at least 4 discs.
That's
So-
pretty cool.
But now that
You did the same thing I did. You bought those little tiny ones, and you can't put a regular disc detainer tool in there.
I'm gonna make which all of my disc detainer stuff I've made myself, so I'm gonna make a small one for that.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I've got to get another pick. I did a giveaway and gave mine away because I was so sick of it. I tried it a few times, did not like it, and that was a long time ago. So now I might be better suited to try it and try to learn.
Oh,
maybe that's where the
yeah.
last lock went.
This is going to be fun.
What?
But yeah, to put it in perspective, that's that little 30 millimeter, and that's a regular size disc detainer key.
Oh wow! Wow.
Oh, you are right. 2 sprung ball bearings in the front. I got them.
Oh, good job.
We'll say.
I'm
Brett,
glad I
yeah.
said something because I was like thinking,
I would have been looking for those forever.
yeah, they would have went who knows where because they just fly on out.
Oh, and they're little. Look at those things.
Is that a Abloy?
Yeah.
Lock chuck. Oh shoot.
Yeah, Brett was asking about it in there if I had any abloys, and I've got several. This one I've been taking apart. It's profile, I believe, and then I also got an executive and a couple others, high profile, I believe. But I'm going to try to eventually make the tips for. I think I was a little ambitious. I tried to start with that, and I went back to the Chinese to start with. So
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that was the profile, Brett. But I got a couple more that I went crazy with them and bought several. You know, Chris made it look so easy. I was like, man, he is just going through these things, and I was like, and a couple are black belt. I said, when I get there, I'll try it. Nope.
Hold on. Did you get that recorded, LockHeat? Is this Lock Chuck
Yep.
can't pick something? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Not for long though.
Give me a couple hours.
You're not the only one. TLP was thinking the same thing about the disc detainers that he might be able to do one, and
I said that in the interview.
yes, and then I remember Chris saying it took him, and then he corrected me. I think it was over a year to get his first open on a disc detainer lock. So he worked very, very hard to make it look that easy. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a little cutaway to practice with and stuff. So.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, Steve, for a playlist. Somebody have a playlist on how to fix screwed up locks.
Oh, that would be. We could use all my screw ups and then show somebody else fixing them.
Hey, I know a good starter one.
What
I
one?
offer.
A good starter video for that one.
What'd you
And I
screw
offer-
up?
I offer
sorry,
my
go ahead,
service.
Chucker. What do you
I
got?
I offer my service of finding your lost springs and pins in carpet because I've become a professional at it.
Oh Lord, I got a whole kava I ain't even keep finding the springs for.
Black light.
I've tried that. I can't get them to shine with the black light, but I'm on wood. I'm not on.
Oh.
I'm not
Oh
on
man.
carpet.
Yeah, that's even worse because I feel like they would just keep on rolling,
What kind of floor?
Well, I'm in my shop, so it's I'm upstairs. It's actually just OSB that I sealed and painted over.
Okay, if you lay a flashlight on the ground, a lot of times the springs will actually cast a shadow.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, I could see how that would work.
And then you just move your flashlight to adjust where the light's actually hitting the floor.
I lost audio.
Lock Chuck locked up.
Oh yeah, yep. Lock Chuck locked up there. Poor Lock Chuck.
What the hell kind of pins are these?
It sounds like you got a official goal then. Oh, there's Lockchuck. He's back. Yeah, it sounds like you got an official goal P on your hands, Paracentric. Do they look like very strange and they're like black and stuff? Some of them are black.
Yeah.
They're super weird.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they really work to trick you from picking, that's for sure.
Hey, Lockchuck,
Yeah.
go ahead, sorry.
All 6 chambers are counter mill too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Lockchuck, you all psyched for your interview this week?
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to find all about Lockchuck.
I'm
So many good
recording like
interviews.
5 or 6 of them this week while I'm off, so
That's cool. Yeah, get them all in there. All right. I think I need a long hook because I am sitting here for the last however long and can't get my lock open. And I had got this one open in about 5 minutes yesterday. But again, we're on camera. So how did you exactly train your lock to open on camera there, TLP? Did you
I'll let you know when it opens.
I see.
It's the multi-lock interactive that I've been working on.
I ordered one that's an interactive and a padlock, so that's going to be cool. I can't wait to see that one. That one probably Monday. I hope. I really, really want to pick it. Where are you getting stuck, TLP?
Locks, you mean?
What's that?
Locks, you mean?
Yeah, like on that one specifically.
This was off of eBay.
Oh, okay. But no, I mean, where are you getting stuck, like, with picking it?
Oh. I can get it open. It's still just at 4 pins. I can get it open, like I said, off camera, a few times, and then then it just decides to say, screw you.
That's super annoying.
Like, with 3 pins in, I can get it open left and right all day long. I stick that 4th one in, and yeah. And I need to hook up with Isaac at some point. I've been so damn busy.
Yeah, he'll help you. He's good luck too. So, if you get him on the phone, you'll probably get your lock right open. Chris said he spent tons of time learning about the world of abloy. Yeah, he's picked all kind of combinations of that abloy now. He's probably picked every single combination by now.
Hey, Chris, in the future, if you're going to be buying a bunch of locks, can you let the rest of us in on that so we can buy stock in whatever company that lock is sold?
I think he should let us come over and clean out the old locks for when he brings new locks in.
He's leaving everything to Slinky.
Slinky's the world's best picker, so Slinky's out there at night picking locks left and right.
Well, Slinky scrambles his disc container locks for him, so
Yeah.
I liked the one video he did the other day, and he was trying to talk about something, and he did something, and Slinky was bitching in the background.
Yeah, I heard that
Slinky.
video.
That was hilarious. Like, she was like, I gotta talk too. Isaac's asking which pick you're using, and I think he means you, TLP.
My own custom. Well, it's between this and this. This is a number 5 Elite Pro, and then this is a custom one I made.
Okay.
I guess if I hold them up against my hand, that would be better.
Oh yeah, I could see the custom probably work a little better, huh?
Yeah, I thought
Pretty
about
cool.
trimming it down even more and making it even more slender, but I haven't gotten to that yet.
You're making me want to pick a multi-lock. They're just, I think they're just little fun ones. Like they're fun to pick. They kind of talk to you. Are you getting to the deep false set at
Yeah.
all?
I get
Yeah.
it all the time, but I just can't get over that last thing.
Oh, I can tell you a couple little tips that might be messing
You
with
and I use different metaphors to describe these multi-locks, just saying.
The very end deep false set. Are you getting that one?
Yeah, I get that, but yeah, then figuring out which one is causing it.
Well, I can tell you that when I did mine, a couple times I was getting counter rotation on other ones, and I was thinking, should I pick these? Because usually if you're getting counter rotation, you should pick them. But I would just ignore the counter rotation ones and just keep on just going back and forth and just very slightly bumping each outer pin, and then sometimes I'd have to go over it like 3 times and then it would open. But I know that the ones that give you counter rotation, if you skip them, maybe because maybe you're picking that one, on accident, and because I know it confused me. Even in my video, I was like, well, this one's giving counter rotation here. And I'm like, but I don't think I should pick that one yet. So I kind of like skipped it. And then the very next thing I did, it opened. So it was like definitely not that pin,
Yep.
And what are we showing here, LockHeat? What do we got going on?
Yeah, shoutouts as usual.
All right.
And we're still doing the reprise for some of the earlier shoutouts because we moved a day. So let's start with Vinsanity 0. Has 29 subs, 46 videos, even some underwater lockpicking.
Oh wow. That underwater picking is crazy.
Well, as usual, always the links are in the description. Do make a visit and sub to you guys. Same goes for the Jazz 75.
I'm definitely not subbed to him. I gotta sub to that too. Huh.
It's been a while since you posted the last video, but still some neat stuff.
Yeah. Alright.
And 48 subs. And last one for the day, Steve's lockpicking.
Steve! Alright.
Well, we all know him, right?
Brett Sucks says to do a shout out for you too, LockHeat. Brett Sucks wants to do a shout out for you. So shout out to LockHeat. If you all should be subbed to LockHeat. You guys better be subbed to LockHeat. And there is LockHeat.
It's been a while since I did the last video.
I don't know how wide the flag is, Isaac. I'd have to measure it.
Very nice.
Anyway, the links are in the description, and if you want somebody to be shouted out, just let us know, so we will include it in the next episode.
Yes, and don't forget to check out Do as well, and we'll make sure to get his link up in the description when we're done here. Make sure to put it in there.
Or next week for.
Yeah. Poor Do. Couldn't believe that one. But he definitely is on the list to get an official shout out as well, so we will get that taken care of too. Chris says you're busy being the glue, LockHeat.
Yep. Sticky stuff.
Wow, that was exhausting. I think I need a nap now.
Well, congratulations.
Weird ass pins.
Yeah, did you get it back together then?
Oh, are you kidding? I'm dreading that.
Oh no.
Some crazy pins in here.
I thought maybe it was back together already. Oh yeah.
You said that's a gold P?
Yes, I've got 2 of these.
Oh, I have one coming to me. That'll be fun. It's at home waiting.
I just checked, and my subscription to Do got dropped too.
Yeah, that's crazy. Something happened to poor dude there, because like I said, I could have sworn I was, already subbed to Do for a while, so maybe he put up a new channel for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, those pins in that are very odd indeed.
All right, I guess I'm gonna try and put it back together. If you don't hear from me, send somebody.
2 hours later.
Yeah, exactly. To get those sprung ball bearings back in there, that's gonna be weird as hell.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. You have to get them put in last and hold them. Make sure you definitely are in a place where you don't have to let go of that thing until you get it back in there.
Well, my question is, do you even need to actually put them back in? Are those just drill protection?
No, they're actually to turn the core. They're actually to keep that core so it turns itself back. And it's definitely needed if you're using it for a belt, because without them it can't be used for a belt video for that.
Okay.
For the goal. But yeah, it definitely it does. I think it helps in picking, because it helps you not have to counter rotate. You can just, like, when you're floating, you don't have to really. You just have to kind of let go, and it'll move back by itself. So you don't actually have to physically move back with your pick. But I think it's nice that they're in there. But yeah, it just brings that core right back to the center. And DMAC is here, and he had a question for somebody I saw here somewhere. Hi, DMAC. How are the multi-picks trucking, Lock?
I love them. At first I wasn't sure. I thought they were just going to be, like, some things are overrated, but no, I got them. And from the moment I got them out of the pack, I'm like, these things are beautiful. And then I was like, well, let's see how they perform. And then I ended up, so far I've picked like 3 or 4 locks with them, and fantastic. Like, I'm going to bite the bullet, and I think I'm actually going to buy a bigger set of multi-picks. But they're great.
Pretty cool. Paracentric. Isaac said he will be back on. He'll be on in a little bit. He can try to help walk you through it if you'd like. I can give you one bit of advice right now, because this has happened to me. Take that key. If you're going to attempt to have the key in there when you put that back, if you take that key, take it off of that keychain and make sure it's just all by itself, because otherwise you'll bump into something and that key will get pulled
Say
out
no
somehow.
more. Say no more.
It happened to me so many times, and I'm like, I should have just took the key off. His famous last words. So I'll save you there. But yeah, Isaac says he'll help you in a minute if you want to.
And one side of this, on one side of the core, there's these 5 kind of holes. I don't know what the hell that's for.
I do not know. Isaac probably knows exactly what that's for.
So I probably need to put the core in the other way so that it doesn't catch on stuff.
Try to take one of the key pins out, or one of the drivers, and hold it in your hand and see if they actually fall into those holes, or if they are.
Actually, they look like
big.
they might be too big.
Yeah, they might be too big. I know that.
They're all lipped. They all have
I was
lips.
gonna say it might not fall into that, because even if you had the key in and you turn the core, it would have to pass by those, I would think.
Oh, what? Top of this driver pin is like hollow.
Yeah, yeah.
See that?
I know that. That's because these springs, there's not enough room for the springs and the drivers inside of the Bible, so they drill out the tops of those. Yeah, and then the spring kind of sits down inside that, and then there's finally enough room for it, So, yeah, the what do you call it? I think all the goals are like that, and I know a lot of the high pin count locks are like that because it's all compressed. That's so small of an area, they have to have something to put them springs into to make sure they fit. It definitely looks like an alien lock, doesn't it? Now you can see why it's insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how did people invent that? I don't like to think of that kind of stuff. The pins even just look super weird.
Yeah, there was some.
Need another follower.
Was it that what was it? The 700 you sent me, Lady Locks?
Yeah.
Have you noticed there's like a piece in some of the pins that slides up? It's not like a pin in pin, but it kind of moves in there. But I don't see what it interacts with. Like you can tap it and it'll be flush, and then tap the other end and it'll go down in.
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, that thing's a beast. I only picked it. I started picking it, and then I had sent it out because I was going to get a tighter plug follower because I was freaked out because they never fits. And everybody says the one's too big and one's too small. So you have to use one that's in the middle but doesn't fit. And then I thought I lost the key, but I really didn't. But by then I already got a different one, and so I worked on it for a little while, but I never fully pinned it and picked it. So I am not sure that one.
Hey, Trucking Lock, which multi-picks did you get?
The 13-piece beginner set, the same one that Lady Locks gave away not too long ago.
Oh, cool.
So what are you thinking about buying from them?
Like I do with every other company, give me it all. I like the curve, like that spoon shape, that profile a lot. I've come to really like that.
Oh, okay, that's the one you were talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about now, Trucker.
Yeah.
I was
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
The reach,
Let's see
the
if I
reach
have
profile.
Yeah.
You're talking about the profile, the reach. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then I really like that profile, and then I just was gonna buy a couple of their some of the hooks, like some of the deep hooks, and I don't know, in between a short and medium hook.
Nice.
I just was wondering whether you were looking at the champion set or you're looking at one of the other ones. There's the one that includes the 3 different thicknesses, that includes the Christina Palmer ones.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'll have to, I it's been a while since I've been on their website because every time I get on and I see their prices, I'm like, nah, I'm all right. Sparrows is good. Like I'll stick with that. But no, now that I've actually used them, and I'll spend a little money on them because they are nice.
That's cool.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
Yeah, I never buy sets anymore, except for the Jimmy Longs. I never buy sets anymore.
And
Just
these Smokies.
yeah. I just like to buy just a couple hooks from everywhere because that's what I use most is just hooks, and I'm like I don't need a
Well-
whole set of stuff, and I have every tensioner I could ever need. I mean, they're all the same at that point. You're like, well, Topic Keyway tensioners, and they're all the same. It's just the different brands of them, and I'm always just like, I got those.
If you like primarily hooks, though, you might actually like the Champion set. It does have
Okay.
mostly hooks in it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you get the typical tensioners, but they actually give you some bottom of the keyway tensioners that are a bit different, so it's not too bad.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Yeah, ever
That
since
looks
I've
like
gotten
a
the
nice
Longhorns.
set. Yeah, I
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
that's a real nice set.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that probably at all.
But I would, if I was to do it again, I would purchase the set that includes the Christina Palmer picks in it, because she's got a bunch of. This is just a different thickness, and she's got some of her kind of trademark stuff, included with that.
Okay.
And the only reason I picked this one up was I was going to be interviewing her, and I wanted to at least be able to speak about one of her.
Oh, D-Max, kind enough, says that Multipick gave him a 10% discount code to pass on. He doesn't
cool.
get any kickback on it, by the way. Just want anyone who's buying them to get the discount. And I know I think they gave me a code too when I did those Christina Palmers, and I don't think it expires. So if you guys are looking for discount codes, check on D-Max videos and my videos. There should be. I forgot about that, D-Mac. I think they might have gave me one too.
Handle size wise, if you get the picks from Multi-Pick and you get it with the handles, and you get the handled ones from like Southord, they're very comparable to each other. Sure, Multi-Pick does something in their manufacturing process to make them a higher quality, but if you're just getting started, then you can have some really nice picks if you get the handled ones from Southord.
See, I think that's why I love the multi-pick right out of the pack, because when I first started, I started with the Covert Instruments Genesis set, and they have that laminated steel handle as well. So it felt very familiar in my hand.
Yep.
Trucker D-Mac left his code here if you want to write it down somewhere for later for if you're going to buy anything for sure. 10%, man, 10%.
Heck yeah. I'll grab that code later. Oh no, the live chat doesn't show up in the replay, does it?
Yeah, it does. It just takes a little
okay.
bit. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll fast forward then and get it.
Yeah, I think, what time are we on here? But we're about an hour and 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
1 hour and 4 minutes, and it's on screen, so.
Yeah, that way you'll be able to find it. Thank you, D-Mac. Very cool of you.
Or try to remember just the first letters of Multi-Pick YouTube D-Mac 23.
Okay.
Not that difficult to remember.
Yeah, seriously, it's not bad. G Keyman says, I just use my free homemade picks. Hey, if they work, that's all you need. I mean,
right.
That's,
well, after this weekend, I should have some homemade picks that hopefully I get them done.
Hey,
hopefully
Trucking
the honeydew list isn't too far.
I took a snapshot of the code and I sent it to you over Discord.
Oh, thank you.
Good thinking.
I've got to get ready to move here. The guy that's on before me is getting ready to pull on out, so I get to back on in.
All right, Trucker, have a good one, and if you get done, you know where to find us. If not, we will see you hopefully next week.
Be safe.
Oh yeah, hopefully. Oh yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
Keep the shiny
Yep.
part up.
Take it
Yep, have
easy.
a good one, everybody.
See ya. Yep. I'm probably gonna have to about call it too because the wife has tickets to some kind of musical I've got to go to.
Oh, that sounds like you're gonna have a blast. Do you like that stuff?
Some of them I like, not a lot of them. This one's something about, is it Henry V's wife or something? It's called the Sixth or something. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, we hope you have a good time. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done a musical. Oh no, I did I saw the Nutcracker one time. I think it was the ballet though. But I really liked that, and I don't really care for that kind of stuff. But the ballet was cool for me to watch. I think that stuff's crazy that they can do all that stuff.
Yeah, my wife and kids are into all that, and we went to New York and Broadway and watched some shows. There were
Oh
some pretty good
wow.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
one I like.
Paracentric. You do that. You go to those, don't you? Some of that stuff.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went and saw Waitress, and that was funny. I did like that one.
Yeah, I like to watch the I've gone to a couple plays, and that's always it's always I always think, oh, I'm not gonna like this. But then I get into it, you know. But
Well,
yeah,
I went
gotta head
last.
have fun, and thank you for hanging out with us.
See you next week.
As
Take it easy.
always.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
he'll probably have that picked by next week.
Yeah, I think I might bugger off too. I've got a 7:30 with Norland, Michael Gilchrist for in his pre-interview this evening. So
Nice. Yeah, that'll be a good interview as well.
yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to him. All right, take care, everybody.
All right,
Take care.
take care,
Take it
TLP.
easy.
Thank you for hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Uh-oh.
What's that? I don't like to hear that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What'd you lose?
I think I had a disaster here.
Oh no.
I was almost done. I'm thinking, how come I have an extra spring?
Oh no.
So I started to backtrack, and I'm missing a pin. What the? What?
There is something. It looks like there's something on your pinning mat. Like on the left of where it says the sparrows, like the S in sparrows, on the left there, it looks like a little black dot. I don't know if that's anything, but yeah, right around there. Must have just been something on the mat. Okay, never mind. I thought maybe that was it. I was like, oh, we might have seen it. Maybe that
No.
happened. Well, didn't you say you have two? That's the reason you have two. Honestly, I swear I lose everything. If it's a spring, I have springs that'll fit those.
I don't understand how I could have lost. How could I lost a pin? Is it just in there and I can't get it out?
It could be. It could be stuck
That's what
down
she
in
said.
there.
Yes, it's there. Oh
Okay,
my
yeah, I
god!
was gonna say sometimes they kind of. I know on those other ones they kind of get like jammed in there and don't like to come out. Thank goodness, huh?
Oh my god! There, that's the one I forgot to put the spring in. Oh god! I'm not even drinking.
They're evil little locks. They trick you and do all kind of mean things.
Oh, he looked away for a second.
No.
I was about to be all proud of myself. Like, where the hell is that? What is it? Extra spring? What? Where's Picksmith today?
I don't know. I don't even see him in the comments. I don't think he showed up today.
All right. Bible's fully loaded. All right.
Oh, congratulations.
Well.
Oh, Lockchuck said everybody have a great 4. Thank you, Lockchuck. Enjoy the evening with the family, and hopefully we'll see you next week for a little bit. And I know you'll have that lockpick by then. Hi, Isaac.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
Isaac?
We are here, and congratulate Paracentric. He got that thing totally
reassembled
so far. I don't know if it's the whole way reassembled, but he's got.
Well, I don't have the core in the I don't have the core in the chamber yet here. Yeah.
So I'd say the hardest part is holding the 2 ball bearings with your thumb and your index finger.
Yeah.
And making sure that all the pins are aligned so that they don't fall out. And then at that point, you just try to slide it into the plug or into the housing. And then as you get to the point where the ball bearings are, just use your fingers to push them in and just try to like slowly push it into the housing. And you'll see eventually the housing will overtake your fingers if you do it right. And if they go flying out, just like, it's nice a good idea I heard someone else say was do it like in a bag or something. So that way if the parts go flying out, they'll land in the bag, like a clear bag.
Yeah, like if you have a gallon Ziploc baggie somewhere.
I don't know if I have a gallon, but I got some Ziplocs in the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good idea. Cracking jokes about that, but when I did that V18, when I finally put the one I picked, I was like, I am not going to lose the thing because I actually could figure out how to pick it, and it took me over a month. And I was like, it's going in a bag. And I did it in a bag.
Well, I wouldn't be so paranoid if I hadn't lost a spring or a ball bearing for it myself. Remember all that shenanigans from before, and then I ended up finding it eventually?
Yeah, that was hilarious. I can't believe you actually found it. Like, that was so much later too. And it's funny, like Trucker was saying, he's an expert now. It's like it is like you lose everything. I lent a friend a lock to pick, and it was a purple belt, so he was very excited that he got it picked. And I said, well, why don't you get it on video and use it for your purple belt? And he's like, oh no, I borrowed that. I don't want to got that and did it. I was like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've literally screwed up every single lock pretty much that I've ever tried to pick at first. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's fine. Like if you lose something or it bricks, even if it bricks, they can be fixed, and it's not like the end of the world. But I'm thinking I've done it all like to ruin a lock, so I don't expect when I lend it, I expect you to be able to use it like it's yours and got it and all that,
Yeah.
All that crazy stuff just happens, and you can't, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing it, it still happens.
Is that where Yabende got his name from? You been doing it or something? Yabende?
Who knows? He probably doesn't. Well, he's messed it up. I've heard him mess up on camera before. That's hilarious. I love when he messes up. At least we know that he's human, but he also gets really mad and yells at the locks and stuff, and that's funny. Yeah, I get a kick out of it. It's one of my favorite things. Beer Can Bushcraft said evening all. So hi.
Oh, by the way, Rhino's here. Hey, buddy. It's been a while.
Yeah, I saw Rhino earlier. That's nice. We haven't heard from you, Rhino. Hope everything's okay and everybody's doing all right.
And Operator Joe's asking if we're in Discord. We're using StreamYard, and there's a link in the description if anybody wants to join in the chat or like on the video side of things.
And for the Discord.
And yeah, there's a Discord server as well.
Yeah, geez, Isaac, you do got the, Greg says, dang, Isaac, you got the Jimmy Long picks stacked up ready for attack.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them because first of all, I'm a locksmith, so I work with a bunch of people in the field, and I'm trying to, spread them around a little bit and but also I want to help promote lock sport in my city. So if I ever, come across new pickers here or whatever, I can maybe give them some picks or something.
Pretty cool. And hi, Prev. We haven't seen you in a while.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah,
Good,
Saturday.
buddy.
Oh goodness. Sorry, I just activated about 8 windows on my computer. Cool. Yeah, Saturdays are not quite as good for me as Sundays, so it's nice to make it and see y'all here. But no, like, how have Saturdays been? Have those been pretty good for getting people in? It looks like.
Yeah, it seems like they've been okay. I think people are a little bit busier Saturday, so we kind of get like today in and out. People hop in and out and stuff.
Gotcha.
But
that's still cool. Yeah, definitely have big rotating cast of people. So yeah, it's really nice to make it today and see y'all.
Heck yeah! So you got, is that 1100s there?
Yeah, these are the ones with the lockout tagout cores. Like I've still been just kind of messing with those off and on. Yeah, still have a bunch of them. Still have only picked, maybe a third of them. So
I still say if you can pick a couple of them, I mean, that's great because they are very. Even the lockout tagout ones are very. They're just difficult locks. I don't know why that is. I just don't. Those 1100s just always. I don't know how BB Telpix does them. He just picks one after the other.
Right? Yeah, no, the keyway on the I forget the actual name of this keyway. Like this is like a standard keyway. I don't think I'm gonna get good focus on it here.
AM1, or I guess that would be that's the keyway. AM1, I think, or is that the blank?
Gotcha. I think this is the lockout tagout version, so I don't think it's AM1. It's something else.
And I think that's anyways the blank, not the keyway. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never know the name of the keyways. I just know the names of the blanks. So, like when I show up at locksmiths, it's kind of confusing because, like, what am I asking for again? So,
like for example, a Schleg SC1 key goes into a C keyway, like the blank goes into the C keyway. So there's
exactly
different names for the keyways as opposed to the blanks.
Yeah, and I needed a whole bunch of I got a lot of like 20 or something Schleg E keyways, and I cannot remember what the name of that key is, but exactly it's SC some other number, and like confusing to try to go in and get a bunch of blanks for it. So
jeez.
Yeah, you can also go with like I think the SC20 or the SC10. I forget which one is the universal one that goes in all of them.
Yeah, that would be great. I went in and actually they discovered that their SC20 supply, because I think the ones I got were 6 pins maybe, so maybe that's not even the. I'm not sure. I think I had 6-pin E keyway or something, but we discovered that like their SC20s or whatever were all accidentally ordered as 5 pins instead of 6 or whatever the actual numbers are for all of this. But that was just an interesting discovery where I'm like, oh wow, you have a bunch of them, cool, and they were like, actually no, we do not. So yeah,
but that's the cool thing with that SC20 is that it'll fit in your other Schleg locks as well.
Yeah, I did pick up all they had was the 5-pin version, but I did pick up one just for gutting anything with the Schleg keyway, just from core shimmy or for core shimming it in the back. So that was that was totally worth it. It's made it a whole lot easier to just be able to approach any Schleg and know that I can core shim it if I have to. So
nice.
Yeah.
So how's the decoding stuff going? Have you been working on that at all?
So I got sidetracked on, I got, like, naturally, of course, I have it just off screen here. I got sidetracked on, somebody saved me this old, like, real estate box lock that doesn't have much info.
That's so cool looking. Wow.
Yeah, it's super wild. And it, like, we were looking at this and we were like, well, it's gotta be a real estate box lock, but, like, where's the drawer? Like, it has this thing, but, like, what the heck? So after taking it apart, figured out it's kind of a clone of the I also have this just off screen, of course. So this is a multi corporation. lockbox. So these are the ones that have like a key has a unique code associated with it that'll open the key box. So these actually have the same thing going on. They just used a slightly different mechanism, but there's like the keyhole, and you can see they got these little lugs on the inside.
Wow.
But yeah, so I was able to 3D model some keys and stuff like that. And you insert it,
Nice
turn it,
job. Wow.
push. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But it's kind
How
of
did
weird.
you do it? How did you 3D model that key?
I ended up using like a scripted CAD program, which is kind of like the masochistic way to do it. Like I could have just done it in any other CAD program, but yeah, they got this
Travis is
key
freaking
box
genius.
here.
That's what I've been saying since I first found the person on Facebook or on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. When I first found your speed lock decoding videos.
Oh, those, yeah. No, I still want to get those the Nolan, the Sally Dance ones with all the false gates. Like, oh, I really want to get those, but like all that stuff is kind of slid out of my brain at this point. So we'll see. Hopefully someday. But yeah, yep, that's kind of what's been up.
I made it.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
What's up, everyone?
Not too much, just picking away. What did you bring today to pick?
I grabbed all these because the toolbox is too far away. So I got the Master Lock Lotto. I like these. I don't think they're difficult, but I got like 7 of them for $50. It's like trade safe.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
okay. They're fun. Like you grab a handful of them and you don't know what you got, and then just to some Americans and this pack lock. Because somehow I can do this one better than either of these. I just don't understand it, but I'm sure it'll click one day.
Sucks.
It's an American. They are the worst. Like I said, yeah, a lot of people love them. BB picks only Americans over and over and over and over, and he picks them so easily. It makes it just look so. I mean, I guess if you've picked 1,000 of them, any of them are easy. But I don't care for those little things, man. I have some I can pick in no time, and then some I just can't open.
Question for Isaac.
Yeah.
Should I put this core in, turn 45 degrees to the right or 45 degrees to the left?
Just before you put it in, take a look at what's on there. The construction keying holes aren't so big of a deal, but you know, if you're wanting to just be extra safe, you can turn it to the side that they're not on. But the main thing you want to be careful of is the ball bearing holes, that you don't turn it 90 degrees to the point where the driver pin would fall on top of the ball bearing, or the ball bearing would push up into the driver pin, because those springs are pretty strong where the ball bearing is, and
it sucks.
Yeah, it'll push the ball bearing up into the driver pin slot, and then the spring will be stuck in the shear line, and you know, so it's just make sure to have it turned for 45 degrees. That'll be your optimal point. And those other slots of holes, the construction keying thing, is just for when they're installing those locks in buildings that are still being developed or something, and the construction workers are working on it. They have a key that will work the lock. That it's like those. There's like master pins, but instead of master pins, they're little, very small ball bearings, even smaller than the ones that are in the sides there. And they fit into those little holes if you turn it to the right spot, and then they get stuck in those holes, and then the key doesn't work anymore after that.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
I wonder what those are for.
it's just for like a temporary use when they first install a lock into a building, that they just give someone a temporary key that they have access, and then after the main person uses their key for the first time, then those ball bearings fall into the holes and it no longer works anymore.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Like the old keys don't work anymore.
Dropped a bearing.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
But it's in the bag.
Good.
It's on the little Ziploc track.
Oh, jeez.
You little
Oh,
bastard.
so thank goodness we did that.
Yeah, they are ridiculous to get back together. I know. I feel bad. I understand your pain. Trust me. I think I dropped them a couple times before I got it to go, but that's I think after that I did mine only from the. I was lucky mine had a thing I could gut it from the top, so I didn't have to pull it out of the core. But those ones the one that you have in that body, it's like you can't do anything but what you're doing. You know, it's nothing else you can do. They're terrible. But yeah, so I'm hoping you get that in there. I think Dig is on vacation still. I don't know what day he was coming back. I don't know if he was coming back this week or not. But he's been getting a bunch of cool locks in. I've seen some of the locks he's gotten, and I'm totally jealous.
Yeah, a bunch of people.
Are you
just
pushing
made-
on the ball bearings through the bag, or are you putting your hand in the bag to push on the ball
I have
bearings?
my hand in the bag.
Okay.
Well, now as it sits, the ball bearings are pinched between the core and the housing.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. So you got it in.
Well, they're sitting on top. There's like a brass sleeve, kind of, if you will. I don't know if you can see that.
Do you mind bringing him
So all
up
I gotta
nice
do is
and big, LockHeat? Yeah, but be careful because the ball bearings might make the plug fly back out if they slide out at all. So when you say there's a plate, which plate?
Yeah, I'm confused. I think that's right. You're just pushing him into the plug, right? That should be right. That's
Yeah,
all you can do, yeah.
that brass
I just
sleeve
gotta
is
depress both. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
Yep, since they're in, you're in. I think that's it.
Well, I gotta press them in so that the core will go in the rest of the way. Not even sure what to do.
Wait, the core's not going in the rest of the way? It should.
No.
The core's not flush with the. Yeah, there's like a brass sleeve. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, is that the second? No, I can't see a brass sleeve. Is there a second? No, that couldn't be right. I'm thinking maybe.
Is it that your key pins are sticking up at all too high? Or any of your key
No, I
pins
don't
sticking
think so.
up?
No, the ball bearings are where they're supposed to be, but they're being held in place by the lock body.
Yeah,
And that
Because there's a gap.
Are you talking about the brass sleeve that's around the inside ring that you're trying to push it into?
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
where it's
body.
sitting
That's
on.
what you want to. That's what you want to push it into.
Yep. But I'm just man. Okay. How do I
So it
push
has
them
to
both?
go flush into there. So just keep going, basically. See if it'll go. If there's anything.
Oh no! It popped out, didn't it? Oh.
Oh, and they're both right here.
Okay,
Wow.
thank goodness. And what about the springs?
Both springs are in there.
Oh, good.
Okay, good.
Wow, that was lucky.
That was so lucky.
By the
Holy
way,
cow.
I'll show you what I have here. Is I got this off Amazon. You can get I think it's the 2 millimeter or 2.5 millimeter. 2.5 millimeter ball bearings that you can use to replace those ones.
Oh,
okay.
nice,
So-
Isaac, nice.
Anyways, if you do lose them, it's not the end of the world. You can replace them with 2.5 millimeter ball bearings, but at the same time, it's nice to have the original parts. So
Yeah, but you were doing it right, Paracentric. As soon as they go in there, just keep pushing that core in, and you'll be fine. That was right. It has to just You know, you
And
push them up till it gets there, and then push even harder till they go underneath that core, and then just keep on pushing, and it should go the whole way in, and then you could turn it in and just put your clamp on
Call
the
it a
back.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you
And
say you're pushing
also-
it to the limit?
What's that?
Sorry.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Exactly. No, but also if it's not going right, then don't leave it where you left it. Like that's what I was saying about being careful about it popping out, because the ball bearings are round. So if it gets a little bit too far close to the edge, then all of a sudden it'll just shoot everything out because they're spring loaded.
Oh,
And
they're
so
such a-holes. Oh my gosh.
So if you feel like it's not going in smooth, then just take it out, kind of reassess, make sure all your pins are flush. Because sometimes just a key pin sticking up a little bit, you know, even if you have the key in and everything is right, it might just like be sticking up extra because it's not like you turned it a bit and the key pin just popped up a little bit. Just kind of make sure it's all flush.
For sure. I've had that happen quite a few times, and I'm thinking, like, what the heck? I just, a few days ago, I was just reassembling a simple lock, and I have no clue what I did, but I think it was the clamp on the back. I didn't have the clamp on the back good enough, and I was like, oh, it's done. Whew. And then I went to pull the key, and the whole thing come out. Everything fell out. I was like, man. Thankfully, it didn't brick or anything, but I lost 2 pins. I found one, I think last night. I found one, or the night before I found one of the ones I lost, but one's still missing. But it has to be here. I refuse to vacuum until I find it, because it was like my new favorite lock. You know, I get a new favorite every like 2 days. This is like my favorite of the day, and I'm really mad about that pin. I'm like, it has to be
The multi-lock was your favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. I have like 85 favorite locks.
I thought the 700 was your favorite.
No, that was never my favorite.
Oh, okay.
No, that one wasn't my favorite.
I thought the Yanaya was your favorite.
No, I don't know. I don't think I know which one that is.
The one that you're working on recently.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that's definitely not my favorite. Once I get it
I
picked,
thought the
it will
Gold
be
V18
my
was your
favorite.
favorite.
That's my favorite. No, it wasn't my favorite. Like 5 seconds before it opened, I hated it.
There you
And
go.
then once it opened, I was like, yes, new favorite. Oh, okay. And Squiggledork also said once they are pinched in the housing, you can poke them with a pick to get them in. Oh, okay. He said the bearing is between the faceplate and the core. You just got to push them in a tiny bit more. So he's saying you probably pulled your fingers off of them just a little too soon.
Yeah.
Pressed a
That's
little bit more to go in. So make sure you just
So-
really press them.
at that point. Hold it like this, where your plug is basically like you're pushing on it, like this. You know what I mean? Like from the front of it and the back, like just push one finger here and push it here, and then do what Squiggledork was saying by taking your pick and just poking it in on both sides. You can try that if your fingers are too thick to kind of push it manually.
Yeah,
Because,
but make sure you get it all the way to that same place first before you take your fingers off, because you don't want them falling out again.
Yeah, that brass plate, you want the ball bearings to go in deeper so that they can go in inside the brass plate too.
Thank you, Squiggle.
Oh man, my fingers hurt.
Yeah, it does hurt your fingers. I remember that too. I was like, this sucks. And of course, I did the same thing as you, and it took forever to get it to go right.
It's the cost of being a good lock picker.
Yeah, it's
You have
not
to
fun.
strain your fingers.
Okay, we're in the same spot we were before.
All right, so now you got to try to maneuver so you can get a hands free.
Shit. No.
No. Ugh.
One fell out. One fell out.
In the bag?
I hope so. Yep.
Man, that's brutal. And your fingers start hurting too. I know. That's terrible.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
We feel your pain, man.
I dropped pins out of the Bible.
Man.
Uh-oh. It's okay. Do you have everything, though?
Yeah.
As long as you have everything.
Yeah, seriously, you might want to take a break too if your fingers are starting to hurt, because that'll even just get you more annoyed. And we definitely feel your pain though, for real. That really stinks.
You're very
Those are
close.
hard
I think
to
that
do.
you should,
Yeah.
you should just power through it. Just fix the Bible part, get everything reset up. One more time. You got this.
It's dropped. What I do?
Plus, you're getting the hang of it too, so you'll be very happy because you'll be able to do it easily. I know it sucks.
Yeah, we're not getting any beeping things or no uh-ohs or anything.
Yeah.
Well, thank God I had that shim in there.
No.
Oh, good. You
that?
had the shim in place. Nothing came out then in
Well,
the Bible?
Well, I only dropped 2 pins because I had the shim in place. I could have dropped 4.
Oh, phew. Yeah,
It doesn't really matter which ones he's going.
They should, as long as it's not a key pin.
No, they're drivers, yeah.
Yeah, they should be. I think they only come in a few sizes, so they might even be the same size.
These two are completely different kinds of pins.
Yeah, you might have to compare them to the key pins to make sure that they're size-wise, that it makes it a balanced pin stacks. But you might be able to tell too if one's the wrong one, because you just really have a rough time getting it to stay in the. It's like too big. You can tell they're too long or whatever. But you might have to compare it to the. Of course, LockHeat goes to the big screen as soon as I get my lock open. I've been struggling with. Already done. We're already moved on. So giveaways. Who's got
Still a
giveaways?
Well, we got the usual bunch, like the Lockpicker 1969, and LadyLocks, both doing regular giveaways, so do check out those channels if you haven't. Pocket Woman is doing the LadyLocks Tuesday. Each month she will be giving something away to anyone who entered or posted a video during that month. And Terry will be picking. So a really nice giveaway with a nice custom pick.
That pick is insane.
Oh wow!
Dinosaur, Jurassic Park theme, like a dinosaur tooth and some amber with some real bugs in it.
Every time I see that pic, it just like.
It's great. It has a date though. The date was unknown.
What's that?
And it will be the 10th of July. The drawing for the giveaway. So we posted a video about it yesterday, adding some more stuff to the giveaway, and saying it will be drawn the 10th of July. So you have about a week or two.
Very nice.
The link is in the description. Then Roy Simmons is still doing his covered picks giveaway. The drawing date is still unknown, so at least to me. So do be quick to enter so you don't be missed out. And do check out this channel for the more info on the drawing. Same goes for Brummy. He's doing the Imperial 5-lever lock, UK only, due to the high cost of sending packages. We know all about that. Also, end date. So if you want to enter, do it quick so you don't be missing out. And then yours.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
We're doing a Southern Specialties pick and a giveaway.
Yeah, that little pick set is the neatest thing. I'm gonna show it here. It's a really cool looking set. I can find it. I don't think I showed the size of it good enough, but it's really neat. It's the size is what's the best thing, because it literally just fits in your hand. Like it's like the best. It's so cute. And it has all this, like all that in it. It has all these. Every one of these has about 4 profiles with it. So you've got a whole bunch plus some cone picks. I just think it's really cool. I never saw these, so they've got some really cool stuff on their site. But that's what I'm gonna give away. So I think 2 weeks. I think it's got like another week and something to go.
Yeah, till the 12th, according to your description of the.
Yeah.
So I said we'll be running until the 12th of July. And next up is Lockfumbler doing his Frozen.
And Lockfumbler just joined in to chat with us and hang out with us. So hi, Lockfumbler. Yes, I love this giveaway. So cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice one.
Didn't even get it.
You can enter by comment on the video, or even for an extra answer, you can make your own video picking a Frozen lock. Very nice touch there. Congrats on the 500 subs.
Yeah, congratulations.
Up to 1,000.
Knox says that his video is uploading as we speak, so he must be doing a giveaway video too. So is that what that is, Knox? I think that's what he means. So check out Knox. Probably has a giveaway going as well. So
I'm still waiting for the new video for Theoretically Secure or 100 subs giveaway. It's been a bit quiet, so I do reached out to her, but I haven't heard anything back yet. So
no I hope everything's okay.
But she will be making 2 custom pics and documenting the whole process, and she's halfway through. And in the end, she will be giving them away. So make sure you're subscribed. The links are in the description.
Nice. Yeah, Knox says his is a giveaway and an update. So definitely go check out Knox as well. In a little while, it'll be up, so you can all see what's going on. All right, and I got a sticker pack with some cool poker chips. Of course, nice. We've got some LockChuck poker chips now, so that's pretty cool. I love those. Let me show. I'm out of truckers. Well, they might actually be in some of these bags because I did have a couple of bags of that still I hadn't given away that had a couple truckers in here, but it's just a gamble to see which one you get. If truckers is in there, then that's cool. If not, lock chucks are in there, and it's the naked chuck. So naked lock chuck. He's not wearing his belt, so.
No, luckily it's a chuck and not a beaver, right?
So there you have it. But it has all the stickers, you know. Got about 20 of them now. So that's what's in there. And Steve, thank you for the extra stickers. I got some extra ones of Steve, and I saw Chris said that I have a package coming with some cards in it as well for Chris. So thank you, Chris. Chuck chips. Yes, some have some chuck chips in them. Okay,
Well,
Chalker's
without
gonna
further
send
ado,
some more
I
as
think we're
well,
gonna
so-
draw.
Yeah, and I think everybody's in, so go ahead and do the draw. Very nice. And I think I might have your address already. So.
Congrats, Birkin.
So you get the updated chips and the Chuck chip. And I don't know if Pocket Woman will watch this later, but she won a while back a sticker pack, and I haven't heard from her as far as getting an address to send hers to. So if anybody has Pocket Woman's info, if you send me it, I can send them out, or ask her to get a hold of me if you guys talk to her at all, because I do have a sticker set for her as well. So. All right. And let's see, Paracentric, where are you at? You got those two out and you're seeing if they're matching, huh? Or if that's the right place for them?
The key pins are correct. So you think the drivers should go like that?
I think that looks good. What about you, Isaac? It looks pretty even.
Let me see. Yeah, that looks pretty evenly stacked. It was just those two, right?
Yes, sir.
Nice. And do you have, by any chance, did you take a picture when you gutted it, or a picture from before?
No, because I was using my camera, my phone.
Okay, well, just
for the stream.
You can also maybe check back in the stream too, to double check. But that looks right. And it wouldn't be the other way around, especially if it's just those two. So.
Okay.
But just for future reference, whenever you're doing gutting stuff, or sometimes even when you get a lock, you'll see the person took a picture, like Adam, like Amfgert, always has pictures of the locks gutted usually. Well, not, that's kind of a paradox what I said. Sometimes, like most of the time, he'll have got like pictures of the locks gutted. Sometimes, depending on the lock, it won't, but like he'll have you'll be able to see what it is, so you can always reference back to that.
Yeah, I usually do that every other time when I'm not streaming here on PT. So.
I forget to do that a lot, and I should start trying to get in the habit of doing that, because I do forget that. And more than once it would have helped me. More than once that would have been like amazing to have a picture. And
I just know it's a habit from work, because a lot of times I have to take apart locks that I haven't been able to work with yet, and my first time working with it sometimes is on that job, so I have to know that I can put it back together. So what I do is I'll take pictures at every stage as I'm taking it apart, and that way I know kind of what the layers look like. And if I get confused at any point, I can go back to my pictures and just take a look.
I need to start trying to make myself get in the habit of doing that. I think that's a great idea. And I mean, it doesn't take but a second to snap a picture, and it saves a lot of trouble later sometimes. So, and I think I might have just fallen into the world's biggest overset trap on this challenge lock, but we'll find out. It might not be. Getting a little bit of counter rotation, so that's a good sign. Oh, and open. All right. And Isaac, you're an expert at those now.
No, I wouldn't say an expert, but I'm working on them.
Pretty good.
I'm getting better.
You've done all 5, right? Then you have 5.
Yeah. Now I think I have 5 or 6. I need to double check, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty darn good. And oh goodness. I can't remember. But yeah, I see you're stretching down there, FBI guy.
Oh, it's right here. Oh, I'm moving weird. It's right here.
The pains of picking.
I got an idea. Wait, hold on.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying this, but I can't. That looks scary. Look at that. Oh my god! Ow. Is there something wrong with my technique that this is like hurting me so much, or is it just because I'm old?
I don't know. I mean, I think
it's 'cause you're
my
old.
hands would hurt.
All right, yeah, I thought so.
My hands would hurt like that.
That's me too.
Sometimes.
Actually, that really kind of really felt good, and actually might have fixed it.
Sometimes when you pick for a long time, everything will start hurting really bad.
I've gotten to the point where everything I'm trying to pick now takes me way longer than like, oh, okay, look, I look like the lockpicking lawyer. Look, I'm done in 10 seconds.
Well,
now
know what?
It's difficult. So.
No, what it is, and we say this like jokingly, but this is a dead serious fact. Locks are camera shy, and you are
That's
on live also, and
Yeah.
now you can see what we mean when we say, because it's a real thing. And we all giggle because it's funny, but it's funny because it's for real.
Like I've definitely gotten, I have gotten this one open. I haven't gotten the green one I have open. Just the keyway is evil.
Yeah.
These not too bad. I don't even know for sure if they have security pins, but they are 6-pin, which is fun.
Right.
These two I've both gotten open. This one more times than this one. This one I've gotten open a ton of times, but camera shy.
Yeah, they definitely get very camera shy, especially on live. We all look terrible picking sometimes on live because just nothing wants to open. I tell people, you guys gotta watch picking time because that's how it really is sometimes. I mean, we struggle a lot. We watch all these videos about, you're trying to pick a lock, you're really struggling, and you go watch a video on somebody picking it, and they open it in no time. It looks like super smooth, not even one thing goes wrong. They pop the lock open like it wasn't anything, and then you watch another video, and the next person does the same dang thing, and you're sitting there like, this lock is the worst lock, I can't get it open. Like, your struggle's so bad, and you think you're the only one, pretty much. It feels like it, at the time, but we all really struggle.
The bypass videos are sometimes my favorite because it's just like they some of them work. I mean, I've run into situations where I can't figure it out, but there's plausible reasons I can figure out why they don't work, like a knife tool not being sharp enough, or
right.
They maybe have changed the springs in the 140s, but everybody in those things is like, this is fake, and it's like, dude, I've done it. It's not fake. Like, come on. I may not be perfect at it, but it works.
Yeah. Yeah, the easier something looks, the more people think it's fake.
That's what started me in this whole thing. I looked at it, I said, there's no way this shit's this easy. I need to know for sure so I don't end up like having a, totally susceptible situation.
Yeah, it's possible to pick them. Just some of them are camera shy.
Oh shit!
Oh, there we go. Got one. Yay!
Oh, nice job.
Oh.
I heard a happy moment and a horrible moment at the same time. Unless you got your.
It was both.
Oh.
Oh my god!
There, he put them both up, so you guys each got one.
My hand is shaking. All right, I put the damn screws in this thing.
Yeah, congrats on the open and congrats on getting that sucker back together.
Key works. Let's get the shim out.
Definitely.
Good work, buddy.
Don't move wrong until the
No pull key.
Screwdrivers are in or screws.
All right, big ball
Nicely
bearing.
done. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I'm impressed, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Four tries.
I agree with Isaac. Very good job. Very good job.
My hands are shaking.
I knew
It's
you
like
were
I
going to
opened
do
my
it,
very first
but I'm
lock.
also impressed because it's a hard thing, and I encourage you to not be afraid of taking the lock apart again and doing this again. Don't think, oh, this was so hard and I don't want to ever do it again. Some people have that mentality. Think the opposite. Think to yourself, now that you've done it, now that you know that you can do it, you should be more comfortable next time. It might not be perfect, and it still might be some challenges here and there, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And
I like that
just
way
like
of
what you
Yes,
said,
sir.
it's like you get the jitters like as if it's like the first time you pick the lock, because it's its own skill on its own. So like you're really developing a new ability, and it's a cool feeling when you can succeed with it. So I encourage you to continue. You know.
Yeah, I agree. That's just as important. I mean, you know, especially when you have to when you want to do your video on your lock and show everything and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you have to be able to put them back together. So I agree. That's a skill of its own for sure. One that
I've never had to deal with any of those bearings before. Oh my god,
they're horrible.
Yeah.
You did good though, and you didn't panic, and you didn't like give up. You know, because you could have been like, never mind. I've got a second one.
Yeah, the bag strategy worked too. I was thinking it might also be good if you cut a hole in the other side of the bag, and then you can put both hands in on either end.
Oh,
I thought about that, but yeah, this is only a quart bag. We don't have any big ones, so I'll go get some big ones later.
Maybe too exposed.
Yeah, but that was a good thinking, Isaac, with the bag, because when
you
could
have
some weird
take
stuff
3 bags and then cut the ends off of one bag so that it's like a pass through all the way, and then on all 3 of them like that, you cut off the ends, and then you tape them together all along so it's a giant tube.
Ooh, I like that too.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
Nice invention. You know who's gonna have one of those next? Me.
Exactly. The lock gutting laboratory.
It's gonna, like an acrylic cover that has room for your hands to go inside.
I'm gonna cut a camera hole in mine too, so I can video in there. Like
idiot proof lock gutting laboratory.
And the key works. Oh, look at that! Oh my god. I think I'm gonna go get drunk.
I think it's a genius idea. When I first saw, I don't remember where I first saw whoever said it, but it wasn't me. It wasn't my idea.
Kraken said it.
Kraken say something about that? Yeah.
Yeah. He said it
Maybe
as a joke,
Kraken.
and I was like, "That's not funny. I'm doing that."
Yeah, I think it was maybe Kraken. But by the way, GQ, what were you saying? You have one of those locks that you're looking to replace? What do you mean, like you lost the code for it, or what specifically? I don't understand what you mean, because maybe I can help you.
And Chris said, "Paracentric, secure that lock fast." That was my idea too. I was like, "Get that screw in now."
Yeah, put those screws in right away. Yeah.
I have had it where I've done that and been like, "Thank goodness it's together," and then I do something and the key pulls just a tiny bit and the whole thing's wrecked. If something happens like that, that's what would happen to me. But no, FBI, I definitely think that the having the pains and stuff, that just happens. I don't think you have like a bad technique or anything. I think it's just from picking like in a prolonged amount of time, and just
how long have you been picking?
What month are we in now? I don't know. 3 months, 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just the way I like to think about it is like I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. So when I first started Jiu-Jitsu, I remember there's these movements like shrimping.
The feeling in your hands after a grip fight, after you haven't been fighting for a while, is like very close to this actually.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point too. I wasn't even meaning specifically that. I meant more just like the general movements that I had to do, but that's also a really good point as well. But the point that I'm getting at was after some time, like at first it took me a while to do anything and I lost energy so quickly and I felt like I'd get all these cramps and stuff. But eventually the more I did it, the more my muscles kind of attuned to what I was doing, and it was easier for me to do those movements. So same thing with lock picking. At first I'd get hand cramps all the time, but I was just so, I was so gung-ho about wanting to keep getting better at it that I just, every time I did that, I'd be like, my hands would start to cramp, and I'd be like, oh, okay. And then I try to hold the tension with my other hand, and then shake my one hand out like as if I was rock climbing or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't let go of that tension for sure.
Definitely feels very much like what I do.
But then I also adapted my technique to like always be comfortable to adjust my tension and to try to get back to the place that I was at and regain the progress that I made before, not to be afraid to let go of the tension. At first I was very afraid to do that, but I didn't want to let go of the progress that I made. But
right,
eventually.
yeah.
Oh.
Nice job.
There you go. Good work.
Nice.
That's nice.
I took this thing
Jen,
apart
why
the
do you
other
always
day.
like
I took one
say
look
that
at
I'm
it
good
and
luck?
said, no.
What's that, Isaac?
I said, why do you always say that I'm good luck?
Well, I got that
You
gold
are,
key
yeah.
back together.
Exactly. Now, how much were we struggling before you showed up? Like,
Yeah, no.
I'm telling you.
It's just the reality is that I get to stick around, and then I'm here when it happens, and you put the credit on me, so it all coincides, and then it's like, oh, Isaac, that.
I would agree with that, except for I've had, I think, three of my black belt locks were picked in direct correlation with speaking to Isaac. So I just don't believe it now. So I believe that you're good luck. That's it. I just remember when I was working on that Gold V18, actually, because it was a different type of movements of picking, like not this up and down with the pick and stuff. I started getting my hands would cramp like that too. I remember now because I was moving in a different way, and it was like all the way up my forearm even hurt, like because I spent hours on that thing and hours and hours and hours and hours and then more hours, and it was a battle. And,
I thought this thing was gonna help, but it turns out this thing is literally like just a thin piece of metal with a drawing on it, which pissed me off because I thought this was a real big, thick, easy to hold pick.
Oh yeah, those ones. Yeah, I bought those too.
The Sparrows ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the monkey paw.
You know what they
the
sell?
monkey paw is an interesting profile. I've never actually tried it. What were you gonna say, Jen?
I was gonna say they sell one with the handle. Right, this is the
Yes.
one I always get. That's the 20. Is it the 25,000th? I think it is.
That was the one I was looking at, but I realized it after I already bought it, and it's like
Yeah.
to buy just one pick. Like I need to
Yeah,
wait for more things, more reasons.
It's a great profile, though. I love it myself, and I hear they're going to be making different thicknesses with the handle. So I'm excited about that because I'll be buying each
How
one.
close can I get with this?
I really like
Not
that.
that close. Okay. I wonder if I can get close enough to actually show the profile. Now with this lens.
Oh, there it went a little bit focused. Yeah.
It's gonna have a hard time finding the tip of that. Oh.
Yeah, that's a nice one. What profile is that one? That's
That's
monkey paw.
Yeah, I was trying to get it close enough to see the tip, but
yeah,
it's not focusing long enough.
yeah, that one's a nice one, but it's hard to hold in your hand for any very long periods of time.
Yeah, if it was the regular, like, this kind of Sparrows one, I'd probably be loving it. But because it's literally just a tiny piece of metal, I'm like, who thought of this? This is painful.
I know.
I'm gonna go feed my dog. I'll be right back.
I was excited when I saw that 20,000. I think that one's a 20,000th one, that real thin one. And I was so excited to get that one because I was like, yay, a little bit thinner. And then it was that, and I was like, no. I think I used that one twice ever. I guess I could probably cover it, but they make it decorative and etched, so you like want to have it. You don't want to cover it. It's a nice little etching they have on there, but it's kind of useless for picking, I think. Why do I feel like you're about to go left-handed, Paracentric? Were you?
It's because I am.
Oh my gosh, how did I know that? What made me think that?
Haven't done any left-handed picking this week. It's been a hell week with work, so
Yeah.
I'm having a little fun now. Tortured myself with that gold P.
That was a great job getting that back together. That's a tough one to mess with for sure. But like Isaac said, though, the more you do it, unfortunately, you have a chance of losing stuff and all that. But if you do it like you did, do it a couple more times, you'll be like really good at it by the time you're done.
Yeah, see you right now. Thanks for.
What's that?
Yeah, Rhino's leaving, so saying good night to Rhino.
Oh, okay, Rhino. Thank you for hanging
Let's
out.
see you, buddy.
Later.
Take care, Rhino.
Yeah, it's really nice to see you because we've missed you. Knox made a good point. So much muscle memory, at least for me, like riding a bike or playing guitar. So, Isaac, you played the guitar as well, so you know that too. Definitely when you're playing the guitar, things start to hurt, and just different tiny little intricate movements like that,
Yeah, that's a good point too. Like when you first start playing guitar, how all your fingers hurt, and stretching your hands out and doing bar chords, all of that. But then eventually you do it more and more. You can just do all that stuff without thinking.
Yeah, I definitely remember when I started playing the guitar, I had a really hard time with it. Very like everybody. I mean, but it definitely is one of those things that the more you do it, the better you get very quickly because your muscles develop for all those things. And I think it's the same with picking. The more you sit there and do it, the more you'll start to. You might still get some crampings and stuff. Just depends, But I think the more you do it, the less that happens. Because now I can pick those high pin count locks, and it doesn't bother me to do it because I spent so much time on that other one that it finally let me get it open. All right, so I finished my challenge locks. What one didn't I get? Yabendes. I didn't get Yabendes open. I'm gonna try that one more time, but I did get it open yesterday. Talking to Trucker, I got this one open, but today it's being a real jerk.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, left-handed? Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
That is great. That's great. I could never.
It was a drink o'clock yet.
You're allowed to have a drink after getting that goal together. Are you kidding me? You should have.
God, that gave me so much anxiety. Those things are hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, they are. It's good that you have two also because of anything, disasters or anything. Honestly, it's nice to have a backup, especially the ones that are like hard, like you said, hard to get a hold of. Because, but I know Red or Adam might have parts if something ever happened where you on one of those crazy locks like that. They might have parts for them if something ever happened and you needed spares.
Yeah, and they're two different. The keyways are very similar, but the keyways they're both different because the keys don't fit. You can't swap the keys.
Oh wow!
And one of them I can pick from the bottom. I can lever from the bottom with a 15,000th, but the other one I have to pick from a shelf.
Oh wow! Yikes! Yeah, they're definitely crazy pins, and everything inside looks foreign, of course.
Yeah, those are some weird ass pins.
When I first saw them, I was like, "Why are they're black ones in here? What happened to this thing?" That's one I have to give another try sometime. I'm sending it off to Dependent Quarter to play with and pick, and we'll see if he gets it. He probably will. He's a machine too.
Didn't you take a shot at a Gold Z at one time?
Oh yeah, that's the one I meant. That's the one I
Oh,
meant that I sent
okay.
along with. Yeah, I sent the Ghoul Z off to Dependent Quarter because I have it. I have one, but I just can't pick it. Thanks for hanging out, Greg. Very cool. Hope to see you next week, and you have a safe and happy 4th as well.
I got an idea in an attempt to prove how camera shy locks are. I got these 3 stupid little things that take 2 seconds to unlock, and they're gonna take me like 10 minutes each because I have the camera on. Oh, I also picked this bad boy up the other day. Assuming it's a boy. I don't know. I didn't ask what its gender was.
Well, if you say it's a boy, you get to name it a boy or a girl.
Is that
it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it in a Neighbors 83 that's on its way, just because I have no idea why. I can't pick it. I can't really use it for anything, but I want it.
Oh, you can
I'm
pick
sick in
it.
my head.
You can.
I still
pick
probably
it.
have to file the black flags. I haven't measured them. I kind of I feel lazy about it, and I kind of want to just like message the lockpicking lawyer on Twitter and be like, "Hey, did you take these into consideration when you made this? Also, why does this happen?" Oh no, now it won't happen. Now it's stuck again. No, it gets stuck a lot, which I find weird for such an expensive lock. Yeah, like then it goes. Like you just gotta like it went in too far, but it's not. Like I didn't take it apart or anything to adjust
What's
that.
the back look like? Let me see the back of that one. Are those screws on the in the whole way in the back? Because that will make the key stop. That's the key stop there. So that shouldn't.
Unless they loosen.
Yeah, that definitely should hit the back and be stopped in the correct positions for sure.
Oh, they're a little loose. Yep. That'll probably do it.
Yeah, that might be what did her. That's
and this one didn't come with a little pack of colorful things, so I had to split them, and now I'm upset. So I have to go find more. That helps a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening. Is it's just going back the tiniest bit too much, because that basically. And when you got those,
I remember you told me that or I read that, but or I watched one of your videos.
I think it's in my video because I was like, definitely mark it, because if you push it in too far, because I've done that, I've pushed it in too far. I'm like, why is none of these key pins matching up? What did I do? Because I've been known to screw up key pins in the tray. You know, screw everything up.
That's why I got this mat, because I got so many excuses to not screw things up, and I still will.
Somebody's doing an echo. What's the music? I don't know what it is. There it went.
I got my gaming headset on, so I doubt it's me, which does make hearing clicks a little hard.
I always pull one ear off so I can hear
thinking about it. Maybe I should put on gloves and deafen the sound and make it a real challenge.
You got the camera on, that'll be a challenge enough.
Yeah, I know, right? Make it literally impossible.
I think I got to jump. That was my phone ringing, and I think that's my kid. I got to go pick him up from work.
Oh, okay, Paracentric. Well, take care. Have a again a safe and happy 4th of July. And
take care, buddy.
You guys too.
Yep. See ya.
Take care.
Thank you.
Take
for
it easy, and thanks for all the help.
Yeah, thanks for joining. See you next week.
Take it easy, LockHeat. See you guys.
See ya. How are you doing down there, Prev?
Really terribly. I have not picked for like a week, but I don't know that I'd get these open anyway. So I'm just trying not to over tension and like cam out and strip stuff, because this is I don't think this is going to be visible, but this is like a homemade tension wrench out of like just like filed down I think Dremel down hex wrench, something like that. So
I've done that. I've made one of those before. They're hard to get filed down. They don't like to get filed at all.
Yeah, I was surprised. Like I bought some what must have been, like crappy little like IKEA cheap ones or something, and those filed beautifully. And of course, like this one was like some kind of actual tool steel, and it's like, nope, that does not want to file.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, just try not to cam out down here. So glad you folks are having some luck though.
It's Isaac. Just talk to Isaac for a minute, and then you'll pop your lock right on open. Ask him a question about the lock, and answer it, and then you'll open it.
See, when the pressure's on, then it won't work.
Technique work.
Because it only works when it's just like when the person does it, and then I happen to be there.
This is proof enough. These things take a half a second to rake, and they won't rake right now.
Nope.
You've proven the camera. You've proven the camera theories.
I bet you. I wonder if I could even comb pick it. I should go get my comb pick and find out how bad this really is.
Isaac, I had a question. Did you build that jig, or are you having to go through like the full manipulation process with those, or have you figured out something? Out something else?
I didn't build this. It was built by a person. His name is Taylor Thompson, I believe, and he was active in the LPU community for a while, but then he like tapered off for a while. He had other things, so he was selling his stuff, and I got this off of him, and I told him if he wants to get back into it, just to let me know, and I'd sell it back to him. But in the meantime, I've been working on these locks, and I just changed the code for this one, and it worked a second ago, but now the code isn't working, so now it's a good opportunity to decode it and try to see what's going on.
Oh, nice.
Why it's not working properly anymore.
Sweet.
So, anyways, yeah, I'll just keep playing around with it for now.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen photos of those kind of rigs being built, but I also have, I think, 3 or 4 of those locks without combos that I at some point need to try to decode. But yeah, like I have no ideas other than building a jig like that, because that really is the only straightforward way, it seems like.
From what I've seen, yeah, I've seen some other people kind of fiddling around with the lock on YouTube, but it didn't really look like they were doing anything specific. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to find a system.
I finally got my safe dial mounted and put that little thing in the back, that little key thing. I don't know what it is. It's not the change key, but it's that little thing that holds the cam to the.
Is that the spline key?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
I put that in, and I went to go check make sure the combination was what it was supposed to be, and now it's totally different. So.
Oh dang.
I know what it is because I can see what it is, but it's just the point that I don't know what I did to it. I have no clue. It's like a 90-degree turn, I guess. So I did something. I mean, I don't know how it would change the combination, but. I don't know
if that's. Yeah, no, I did see. Thankfully, I think somebody got back to you in wherever channel that was.
Oh, okay. I'll have to double check. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have a better idea, but yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think. Well, actually, no, I can't guess. I do not know.
And that's the thing. I'm like, I kind of think I know what happened. I was turning the things around. I was tightening the cam down, and I'm thinking, did I hit that? Like, did I turn it? But I don't think that would matter because that spline key thing wasn't in there anyways for the longest time, and they're telling me that's the combination. So, I'm thinking it shouldn't really matter. That should always just be the combination. But I did take the cam off to get it all screwed down and everything, and then when I put the cam back on, maybe that's what changed it. Where I put it when I screwed it down. I would imagine that makes a big difference. Of the position of the cam. I don't know. In my head, I can see what's going on, but I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not sure because it sure seems like unless the wheels are unlocked, then whatever happens shouldn't affect the combo. But yeah, I know there's like a couple different positions, or on the dial I have. I don't know about yours. There's a couple different positions you can put the spline key in, which correspond to how the let me just grab a.
Like where the gate ends up being.
Like basically just how the lock is like mounted, whether it's mounted like left hand vertical up, right hand vertical down.
You know what? Yes, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up because I just popped it in where the gate would be the closest to 0. I thought that's what I was supposed to do, but it could be that it could be something like that, like depending where it's mounted, that maybe that has to be in a different section, because I put it just in whatever section made that thing closest to 0.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
might have did that
I
wrong.
wonder. I know. It seems like Squiggle Dork has like the same idea. So anyway, I'm sure people who know better will be able to guide you better. But yeah, I wonder about that because I can't remember.
I have to put the spine key in the hole that it goes. The bolt goes. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you about that, Squiggle, because I have no clue. I just yeah, I have to check where I put it. I bet you that's what I did. I put it in the wrong one because, like I said, I thought that I had to put it where the gate would end up being closest to 0. And that's when I got it to that position. I was like, okay, well, it matches up closest here. And then I just popped that in, and I'm sure that's wrong. That's probably exactly what I did wrong.
I think, yeah, like again, other people will know, but yeah, I think where you put it depends on like the handedness of like how the lock is mounted relative to like how it, basically which direction the bolt points. So yeah, that wouldn't be too surprising if that was it, but easy fix.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did, and I didn't want to start messing with it and doing anything until I got that figured out, because I don't know anything about that, and I don't want to screw something up right away, like I'm known to do. So I was like, I'm not touching it yet. I haven't even gotten it mounted correctly, and it's already screwed up. So that's my first screw up of safe cracking right there.
That's fun though. Yeah, my safe cracking adventures have been nothing but screw ups, but it's like, hey, after like 20 graphs, here it is. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Have you used that roller trick that where you put like a roller up and so you can see it to like the millimeter, so you can see the change easier?
Oh, I haven't. Is that the I'm not going to pronounce it right, but like Vernier scale or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was called, but I just saw the one guy, he had a video up, and he was like, you know what? He put like this I don't even know what it was, like a wire, and he attached it to the dial, and then he put a roller to where when he had it he had it turned, the little piece of wire would land right on the roller, and it was measuring millimeters, so he could pinpoint the change, very precisely. And I was like, that's a good idea. I'm gonna have to do that.
That's a solid idea. Yeah, I've done that for like direct entry safe type stuff, but not for actual like group 2 type stuff. So like the sentry safes, like some of the cheaper sentry safes I've done that with, but not with like anything that's like the safe lock with the spline key and the cam. So
here's another proof positive. I figured out how to do that kamikaze technique on this exact lock, and now it will not work at all.
What's the technique you're talking about?
That one McNally official does all the time, where he just takes it and goes bam and stabs it.
Okay, gotcha.
He always ends up going like this, and it just opens. And I got it once, and I was like nailing it every single time. And I'm like, you know what? That'll be another good point to prove. No, can't do it. Can't do it. It's supposed to be a cross between raking and bumping, because that kinetic effect is supposed to help. And it seemed like it was like a cross between raking, but you kind of at a very exact moment squeeze your tension.
Right. Yeah.
It was working great. But it's either I just happen to get lucky one day, or I just can't seem to hit the center, which could be a possibility too.
Yeah, that's like a complete tension control thing right there. That will be probably what the problem is something with tension on that, because that's kind of like you have to hit it right at the exact
oh yeah,
time.
it's all timing, but like even so, this lock, like that took way too long. It's not supposed to take that long. It's usually like done. These locks are so bad.
Good times with the master locks, I'll tell you. I'm struggling now with this Yabende challenge lock, and I did such a good job on it yesterday. I was like, oh, I might end up being able to get that one on video. Even it was a nice pick, and I did such a great job. And now today it's like, no, not one bit, not at all. Get a bigger hammer. Yeah, G Keyman said the wire thing works for group 2. Yeah, that's what I think. I swear that was what that video was of. It's group 2, and he had it up, and he said, not a lot of people do it, but it works. And got it.
I did it, but that's probably that fluke that what's his face always talks about and says that's not a fluke. So let's do it again real quick to prove that it was totally a fluke. Total fluke.
Kraken can get that one master lock open in point something 1 second. It's like under a second. And he
I
just
could get
goes
the
and
bigger
rakes
one
it
of
like,
these open real quick, but that's with a comb pick. So.
Yeah, Kraken does it with a hook pick, and he like goes in, and he's like click, and it just opens right up like nothing. It's insane.
Actually, I got a few interesting bypasses I could show you that I learned free. That's actually supposedly new.
Let's see what I got to pick here. What's this?
They were talking about this
Never have
one.
luck with these.
That you're able to do. Whoa, shit, dropping everything. Where the mouse is. This one. I have to hold it like sideways when I use this.
Okay,
They were saying that you could take like the knife tool and just stick it in and pop it, and like I could feel the thing. I could see. I don't know if this is gonna focus.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, but I could see if I get it in the right spot. I could see the bolt moving.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is itself sharp enough. I think I need to make this really sharp. But when they were proving that this was real, he machined one out and found out that you could just do this. You just take a hook.
Oh yeah, going to the back. Yeah.
And just push it right down.
That's pretty cool.
And then the other one on actually that won't work on these.
Yeah, that's kind of like that American lock bypass where you just go right to the back and open the shackle without having to pick the lock at all.
Well, yeah, your video is the one that actually made me finally figure that out, because everybody was like, "Yeah, just put it in the back and click," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay." It's not explaining it right because I can't get it.
Yeah, I made a new one of those. I went back and was watching it because I forgot which way to put the bypass in. I'm like, I gotta see which way to do this. And I went back and watched it, and I said so many times. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make a new video where I don't say but I still say but I just not that much.
Yeah, I tend to do that a lot, especially at work meetings. This one, they're all over the internet saying, "Oh, that's not real." So I can assure you it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and wait, was it you that I was talking to?
Not
that
believe
said
it. What's up?
Was it you I was talking to about awarded picks and are they picks or not?
Oh no, I don't think it was. But I see what you're saying about them because they're kind of just like keys.
They are, but they aren't in some cases. Like a lot of them will work. I don't get them because no. There's one I have that you have to pick. There's several that you could just get in the right spot and they just pop open.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever picked awarded luck yet.
I got 2 of them from the antique store by me with no keys, which didn't matter because they're very easy to open. These 2 were antique shop finds.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Where's the warded one? Here they go. If I remember correctly, this one pretty much does not need to be picked. This is just
Oh wow.
that one I see what you're saying. Definitely doesn't really need to be picked. This other one does though. This one's kind of like a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You have
So
to
what do
find
you
them
do?
and, like,
You just have to
move.
kind of find them and push them like a.
Yeah, it's really kind of just. It's faster probably to just be random and move up and down, but
Yeah.
and it also depends on sometimes how you grab them. Like this one might need 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that's a Master 22, it might have 2.
I think it's just slightly behind where you'd think it was on this one, if I remember.
Oh, okay.
Like you push it all the way to the back and never mind. I lied. It is all the way in the back. One of these was not like that.
That's such a cool looking lock. I have one similar to that. I don't know if it's worded. I'll have to check. I guess it is. They must all be.
Sleigh maker made in the USA. I don't know, I saw that.
Cool.
And I was
They're
like,
just
all right,
really
that's
neat
cool.
looking. You know what I mean? They just look
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. See, this is the one that's just a hair behind where you'd think you'd push it and turn it, but
Oh wow.
sometimes you have to like the ones that would take 2.
Yeah. How do
are
you
the
do
ones
that? You
like-
just use 2, or do you use one at a time?
Well, the ones I think that's
I
what
guess
they
you
were
have to do
saying. Like
one
the
at a
ones that
time,
are
huh?
one at a time, you have to like go in there and click and then move again. But a lot of times, the 2 that
okay.
drive it are these 2, and if you can catch them both, then it's like in and open right away. Like
Oh right, I see. I see how that.
I think this one
So
opens with
technically, you
1.
kind of have to pick it. You kind of have to do
Kinda.
stuff to it. You know, pretty neat.
I can
And I
never
mean,
really
technically,
remember.
that's not the key, so it's
There we
picked.
go.
Nice.
Yeah. So they're neat. I wouldn't use them. I mean,
Yeah.
supposedly they're really good for outdoor, like rusty, dirty, sandy applications, but they're really not that great.
Pretty cool though. I don't know what else you would use for that to pick those, right? I guess you have to, because when I went and bought I went and looked up worded picks. That's the only thing I found was those things.
Yeah.
I was like,
they're-
okay. I bought a pair.
They're
but-
a
or a
very
set.
old design from what I saw when I started researching them. Like I saw ones that were like Bronze Age looking giant things.
Yeah, I mean, heck, it's not the key. John Cooper says I call them skeleton or tryout keys. And
Yeah, that's what all these are, more or less.
Yeah, I wish skeleton keys in common parlance actually meant skeleton keys instead of just old, cool-looking keys. Because like skeleton keys, like oh yeah, total real thing. That's what a lot of the worded picks are. But like yeah, no, we just started using skeleton key for any old, like probably worded lock key that looks cool, and I'm like, oh no, please no.
They have them on the Covert Companion too, which despite the fact that the thing is crap, it is kind of neat. It's like they literally say in their advertisement the philosophy of the tool you have with you is the best tool. And it's like, yeah, because it's easy to carry, but it's also like I stick it in those locks, wiggle it, and I'm like, I'm definitely bending this thing.
wow.
Well, like I remember my friend had just moved into an apartment, and exactly she had a lock that the previous tenant had put on her storage space, and so I showed up with like the pin tumbler stuff, super excited that like, hey, here's a legit time to pick, and it's just like, no, it was just awarded 22, and like I couldn't get it with the pin tumbler tools, so I felt like a total fool. So. Yeah,
I gotta go cook hot dog rolls and hamburger rolls and all that, but it was a fun time.
Yes, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Later.
care, man.
Have a good 4th, everyone.
Yeah, definitely come see us next week if you get a chance. Isaac G came in and said there was supposed to be a flaw with that version of combo lock that allowed easy opening. Do you know what it is?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I suspect it's something to do with the back combination thing and potentially breaking that open and then accessing the wheels through the back. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, I just think
That's what
really
my
cool.
suspicion is.
the legend I've heard with that is not verified by anything other than me just saying it right now. But the legend I've heard is that a lot of those locks were designed for tamper evidence over necessarily physical security. So a lot of times they'll have numbers stamped on like the body, numbers stamped on the shackle. So all of those are meant to be like, if someone breaks in, it's a very obvious tamper seal if it's been broken and replaced, but that it wasn't necessarily meant to be the most physically robust locks.
Right.
So yeah, I'm not certain about that, but that's what I have heard and read at some point. So
Makes sense. What in the world? Now I found this right here, and I have no idea why. There's grub screws in it, and I don't know where it came from. I can't remember. Looks like it's an Everest. So I guess maybe it's just to put whatever kind of pins you want in an Everest. Maybe I did get this one. I don't remember it with grub screws though, but alas, here one is. So I guess I have one. I might put spools in here. That might be fun. Although I don't know that I have spools that will fit just random Schlag spools laying around. You know where you get them? Would I have to buy a whole pinning kit, huh?
Depends. Sometimes you can order individual pins, like from CLK or something.
What about the Sparrows pins, that chest piece set and all those sets? Would they fit in that? I wonder.
Yeah, those are standard size.
Oh, cool. I'll put some of them in there, maybe. Make it like a chest piece thing.
Shoot, yeah, I may call it. I definitely am not having any luck, but yeah, I gotta go eat. But yeah, thanks for letting me hang out.
Letting you hang out. Thanks for coming and blessing us with your amazing presence.
Heck
thank
yeah.
you. No.
Sure thing.
Cool. Yeah, have a good night, everybody.
You too. Thank you.
Take care, buddy.
And on that note, I think it's time for me to hit the bed also.
All right.
Hit the bagel? You want to hit a bagel?
Also, yeah.
You said you want to hit a bagel?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
What did a bagel ever do to you?
Nothing.
Look, he's like, nothing. Nothing but tastes good.
Is that how you like to eat your bagels? You like to hit them first?
Oh my god, I'm choking here.
You okay?
Mm-hmm. My drink went down the wrong pipe. Man. All right. Well,
I find that helps. What helps when I do that is going like, like use your breath
yeah, you
to
did
push
tell
out.
me that before. Yeah, you did tell me that. I forget that every time. I always like sit here and cough for 20 minutes. Oh my goodness.
It's not just lockpicking advice.
Yeah, see that?
I have choking advice as well. from my jiu-jitsu background.
All right, well, I guess LockHeat's gonna go hit a bagel, and we're gonna go. But thank you everybody for coming and hanging out this week. Fun time as always, and catch us next week, same time and same place and everything. So, and Squiggledork, I appreciate all your help and advice on that safe dial. I might have to ask you a couple questions and pick your brain about that later. So thank you.